Hi everyone, welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker in Varnhold slot DLC. We're doing this before the end of the chapter, after we've done Season of Bloom, before chapter 4 starts. Apparently if you do it in that order, you can import your save game, which I've done, created my character at level 5, and then you finish this DLC, and when you get to the start of chapter 4, in your main playthrough, you can reload this save into that to get a few items, because whatever happens in Varnhold's like you can't take extra followers because it's different people. But apparently there's some way to get some of the items, not all the items, in your main playthrough. So I've never played this before, so let's have a go. There are some stories that resemble the last. Fleeting beam of sunlight as the sun sets in the fog. It gleams and disappears, leaving perhaps a bright trace in someone's memory. One such story is called Varnhold, and I, an author still unknown to you, convey it in every truthful and exciting detail.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Staglord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov,
I think my character's supposed to walk up there.
I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Thank you, Lady Aldori, distinguished guests. It is a great honor for me. It is with the greatest joy that I announce the founding of my barony in Dunsward. It shall be called Varnhold. But I must say that this happy event is not mine to claim alone. The stolen lands would never have yielded to me if it weren't for the valor of my friends and companions. Now I would like to introduce my right hand, a hero without whose help I wouldn't be standing here now. Please, step forward.
This character I made is a monk. And homage to the save that died. So, what do I have here? Go away. Stunning fist. Yeah. Glitter dust. Don't know where I get that from. Doesn't display. Turn it on and off. Rain Star is always going to be on, and brutal beating. Turn it on and off as when. No extra abilities. Fighting defensively, show me the tank. Okay. And what do I have to start off with? Absolutely nothing. Okay, so yeah, this is the character. I put points into persuasion, mobility, stealth, some trickery, and one in bit of perception, and use magic twice for level 5. And the class is currently 3 in rogue and 2 in scaled fist monk. It'll be our dodge tank. So let's carry on. This is at Aldori's thing when You know, right at the beginning of the main story. So, today we raise our cups to Varnhold. I only look forward to the day when they raise them once more to celebrate the independent Rosland. Jamandi, you're the famous Jelly Tacker. Pleased to finally meet you in person. Varn has told me much of your deeds. The Varning host, which was Mega Varn's mercenary company, fought for your interests many times. We haven't had a chance to meet in person yet. That was a pleasure doing with the Varning host. You offer honest swords for honest gold. You do charge a fair amount, but this means I won't have to worry about someone else buying you out from under me. Alas, not many mercenary teams can boast your reputation. What do you hold for the future of Varnhold? I only wish I knew. We live in a wild time of great changes. The rise of new states and disputed lands will be a shock to the entire region. Of course, I have my own thoughts and plans, as everyone does. There's only one thing I'm sure of. There will be no risk of a boring future. Allow me to return the question. What do you think awaits your young barony? New victories and new glory. Just as your commander might put it. Well, sincerely hope your optimism pays off. Okay, wish you luck. Gassel Eldori. It's high time that Varney's people were rewarded for their many feats. I'm glad the moment has finally come. There's Mega Varn himself there, is it? No, it's just a guest. It looks just like him though. There's the Keston, Lindsay. It's the same kind of people. That's when our party was here. The Arsatora gives you a cold but mildly curious look, as if you're a peculiar animal at the zoo. Jelly Tucker, right hand of Mega Varn, favor on the legendary Varning host. Though your courage is only matched by your ingenuity. It is true. You're too kind, Your Highness. I see you're not only daring but well-mannered, a rare combination of virtues, especially among people in your trade. The commander is certainly courageous, but doesn't think clearly about certain matters. He's bluntly refused to take envoys with them, as if he thinks his young barony can survive without allies. You think there are reasonable people in this new Baron circle who understand how important diplomacy is for the state? If that is my commander's decision, I can only support it. Loyalty is commendable, but still, sometimes it can be useful to look around and see where your lord is leading you. Is it over a cliff? In any case, for now, this is just empty rhetoric. Your young state must first prove that it is worthy of diplomacy. I suspect we shall revisit this conversation in a year or two, if by that time the name of Varnhold can still be found on the maps. What do you think of today's reception? I suppose Lady Eldori and Lord Mayor Selemius are very happy of this affair they've managed to plot behind my back, along with the new toy baronies. Honestly, I should remind them who ruled Bavoy, or immediate end to the entire farce. You know why I haven't? Because it would be a terribly obvious and crude response to Restov's manoeuvrings. On the battlefield, you wouldn't seek to do the very thing that your adversary expects. That's been preparing for, would you? But I assure you, sooner or later we will make our move, just not today. What are your thoughts on the future of Varnhold? You're addressing the rule of Bavoy. Don't guess anyone's future, I determine it. As for Varnhold, truth be told, I'm still thinking about what to do with you. You stay here and deal with the lands you've received. I have to go. Have a safe journey. Wish your barony happiness and prosperity. From mercenaries to barons, well, there are some noble families with even humbler beginnings. Same thing last time, I think. Heston, he's just died in my playthrough. Well, Tartuccio Hicross, gone. How did he? Maybe I've had one too many. Lindsay? My friends went ahead, but I stayed to chat with the heroes of the Varning host. So many feats. I hope someone makes a song about you two. Oh, Magor's arguing with Sephal. Aventus, wherever they are. Kasenki. Talk to him, I guess. Oh, they're out here. building houses set in hearths, and turning wastelands into bountiful fields. It is a pious act, may Allah still bless you. Lander? No. Varnhold it is then. I'd be curious to see what you managed to build there. I might even pay you a visit sometime. See what this stuck-up twat says. Rootless upstart. Fuck you too. Right then, let's go and talk to the boss. From what I've read, which isn't much really. In this one, it's very limited. 10, 12 hours. There's no kingdom management, and much of it is on rails for exploration. You leave a location and you go to another location that's scripted. So you don't really have the pure exploration, but it is a DLC. Okay, let's talk to Magar. As the guests linger and entertain themselves, one hero of the occasion stands aside. Magar Varn, leader of the Varnland host, the direct commander, and henceforth the undisputed Baron of Varnhold. He's busy himself with one of his favourite pastimes. He's trying very hard not to yell, but furiously arguing about something with his party's co-founder, a wizard named Sepho Laventus, Varn's oldest companion and his most uncompromising opponent.
But Varn, my dear friend, would you please be so kind as to explain what devil take you've been doing? I've financed this venture with my own personal funds, not to mention all the effort and time I've invested. And pray tell, what was it all for? For you to assemble the fruits of our labours and pitch the whole lot down the privy?
Nothing to realise, looks like Derek Jacobi. No, just actor Derek Jacobi. That's who he looks like.
Fruits? I've been busy guarding these fruits from Brevoy's incessant fruit moths. But I'm a baron now. We finally have our own land. For the first time in our lives, we're independent. No one can tell us what to do, and you want to destroy everything we've achieved by inviting spies into our house? Of course, why not? Please, do come in, eavesdrop, sniff around, take whatever you please. Cephal is generous. He said make yourself at home.
So I'm guessing Celtic neutral. Or Celtic good. Lawful neutral or lawful evil. I'd guess, just by this conversation.
Oh, Asmodeus, please give
Evil.
me the patience to withstand this nonsense, or take my soul already. Varn, if you say, what is this independence you speak of? We depend on Restov for literally everything, from the inflow of settlers to the food to feed them. I like Jamandi no more than you do, but it will take us years to free ourselves from her influence. Right now we must bow to our patron, brag about a title we received from her very hands.
Listening to you is disgusting. Did we claw away our own piece of land, only to keep toiling away for all those... Ah, friend, you're right on time. Come, be our arbiter.
What are you arguing about?
At issue is the fact that Jamandi Aldori has generously offered to Magar the use of her envoy. And who is Jamandi Aldori? The very same one who created our barony, and who could make it disappear with a flick of her finger. An insignificant figure in the grand scheme of things, no doubt. But good Varn refused her. And to top it all off, he rather suggestively hinted that he considers every single one of Brevoy's diplomats to be spies.
What else should I consider them? Cephal, have you grown foggy in your old age? I can hardly recognize you. You've always been a hardliner. You've always put the interests of our ventures above everything else. And now you want us to roll over on our backs for the Aldori, wiggle our tails, and wait to be petted. We're an independent state now, and we shall have it known to all that we won't be ordered about.
Both got decent points, actually. Vaughn's got a point that if we seem to be weak and just taking aid, then we'll be seen as weak and invaded. Whereas without that aid, we might be too weak to defend ourselves.
Magar, of course they're spies. You refuse the spy in plain sight. Congratulations. Well done. Now the Sword Lords will send other spies, ones we won't even be able to see. Restov has invested a great deal in our barony. He is ready to invest yet more. So why bite the hand that feeds us before the feeding is over? We could at least pretend to be humble, so long as we're still getting something for it.
Well, for one thing, that's low. By accepting Restov's handouts, we're taking on certain obligations.
Good point.
I know you don't care a fig for morality, but think of our reputation. Who will want to deal with us if we steal from our employers and stab them in the back?
Why do you keep saying us and our? Do I need to remind you that you're a baron now? That is the difference between you and me. You were born of a noble family, and yet even now, after receiving lands and power, you continue to think like the leader of a band of thugs. But my parents plowed the soil, and I learned to read by moonlight. But even as a snot-nosed child, I tried to think like a ruler, a king without a kingdom. After decades, my plans and schemes are finally bearing fruit. I shall not allow you to destroy everything we've created with your stupid pride.
Is that? There is... I don't know. I don't understand why he disliked Jamandi, although she's a fine person. There's nothing wrong with being an ally, in word or in deed, which isn't quite the same as that, and... I don't know. Let's go that one.
Allies? You mean vassals. Jamandi keeps singing about freedom and independence, but that's only because it's the legal loophole she's using.
That's
In
correct.
truth, she doesn't want Varnhold as an ally. She wants Varnhold as a puppet.
Yeah, almost. Well, 90%.
For once, I will agree with you, Magar. And you, my comrade, do not be so naive. Jamandi is no friend, not to us. Brevoy is on the verge of civil war. When she sends us to die for her ambitions, she'll more than recover Brevoy's investment in us.
If you know this, then why would you kowtow to her? You may be an old fox, but she's no little sheep. You think you can deal with the devil, take what you want, and then slip away without paying?
Exactly. Asmodeus is my witness. I know more about deals with devils than you. In fact, I am accustomed to playing the devil's role myself. Deals of this sort. All right, enough arguing. What is done cannot be undone. You spoiled my game quite a bit, Magar, and I will not forget it in a hurry. We shall try to play with the hand we were dealt. Celebrations are over. It's time for everyday life. I suggest we exchange bows with the respected hosts and set off to Varnhold. We have much work to do.
Let's go. Varnhold awaits.
If we had a Brevin envoy with us, they'd be spying out the road to Varnhold for Jamandi.
As if
Olex is
Jamandi
just
does
there.
not learn where we live. If there were an envoy with us, I would already be feeding them misinformation.
They're coming. They are. They're coming. What's he on over there for? I'll just walk right through the dwarf, eh? And he's walking right through people as well. Hellfighters. Grace. Barning host, my eagles. I promised for many years that I would lead you to victory. Now I have. Your mercenary party no more. My personal guard, the best of the best. You'll never fight for others' gold again. We will never fight for others' gold again. From now on, we fight for what's ours. Hip, hip, hooray, and glory to Varnhold. The soldiers fall out, Only a Kyrdi Icebox remains, looking as gloomy as ever despite the universal jubilation. The Sullen Dwarf was courtmaster and chaplain of the Varnhold host, famous for his skill and dampening the commander's enthusiasm. Welcome back, Your Grace. Did you have fun at the celebration? Have enough to eat? Good, let's get back to work before you squander the whole barony. Maker, you should have gone with us. You'd have liked it. I hate Restov. Besides, while you were at the ball, another bandit gang slithered into town. And who would have taken care of it if I were not there? Anyhow, the festivities are over. You're bound now. Get to Baroning. If you say so, to Baroning. That's my first order. I shall appoint you, Kyrdi, as treasurer. You, Sefel, will be my regent, and you, my general. Any questions? Nope, then get to work. For a few moments, Mago watches Sefal and Kyrdi go away, then looks at you. The mischievous twinkle in his eyes. Hard to believe, isn't it? So many years of life on the road, nights in barracks and tents, now a baron, my own humble baronial residence. I think we've fought enough to deserve a little comfort. Right, well, we tried to get used to soft feather beds, warmth and roof over our heads that doesn't leak. Well, General, fine blend. Here's your first order. Talk to Kyrdi and pick 3 of our lads as your brothers in arms. Can't spare more than 3 for now. Phone has to guard the capital. Take the best. He will follow you to hell and back. Then you've gathered them together. Come find me at the fort. There's something I need you to do. Do remember that the NPCs on offer are all pretty shite. Yeah, priest isn't too bad though, allegedly. Kyrdi's down here, is it? Or was it Sefal down here? Yeah. That's Kyrdi. Bruiser, Tahara, Gekor. I think it's Gekor, the priest is alright, and the other 2 are just shite. The other way round. Whatever. Kyrdi Icebox, formerly courtmaster and chaplain of the Varnhold house, now treasurer of Varnhold, greets you with a curt nod. Of all the years you spent in a party with this no-nonsense dwarf, she only smiled 3 or 4 times. Never when she was sober. So you finished celebrating. Had your fun, then let's get to business. The gut tells me that I want to let us live peacefully in this land. We're lucky to have such a resourceful person like you on our side. Of course you are. Without me, you'll be paupers. Why are you sucking up to me? You have the beer in my stock. Not pouring any today. Don't get your hopes up. You're as cheerful as always. What is there to be cheery about? Of course, bounty is a profitable venture. But do you have any idea what it's like to be a treasurer? Quartermaster's job was a thorn in my book. This one's more like a wyvern's claw, for the whole wyvern. I want to take someone from the team on a raid. I would recommend Gekko the Bruiser Tahara. It's a waste that such a strong priest and fighter who can tear enemies to pieces with the bare hands is stuck to patrolling the streets. Tahara, that insolent mug, afraid to keep her cooped up in Varnhold. Or she starts thinking too fond of the good old times when she was a pirate. Make my own choice. Right, are people no good sitting in the fortress getting fat? So, hang on, go back. I just asked that. Let's go. Let me just save this. Save this. In case I ask it. Because I want to make a couple of my own NPCs. Let's look at 25 grand. Well, I'll take those 3. That's a deal. Can I take all the loot off them and still generate more? I can. Right. So, let's see what we have. Tahara is a rebooter. I won't be using her. Bruiser is a scaled fist monk, which I am. Well, bye-bye too. Echo is the herald caller, that's the priest. Plus 10 Arcana. Armor, studded leather. You have long bonus. Yeah. Blessed, divine favor, and you probably have a pet with you if you're a caller. Yes. Don't need strength for my main character. Assistance would probably be good. And that dexterity would be good as well. Yep. And the wand, magic missile. And this was mage armor.
I shall keep it for someone else.
Shield of faith. That mage armor I've got a couple of. Some heals. So good. Right. You have Shield of Faith, Short Sword, Dual Wielder, Rogue, Standard Rogue. There's a Standard Wizzy. Okay. Don't need Strength. Right, so what I'll do is I'll pause here and I'll create some NPCs to replace these two. I'll keep that one if they have a yeah, brilliant. Move paralysis. Strange. Dread, no. Stays late, poison communal. Maybe you don't get one at this level. I know, damn it, I should get it. Yeah, Animal Companion at level 4. That was the elk. Okay. What do you have in your spellbook? Magic missile, shield. Nice person, that's okay. Summon monster, false life, waste of time. Oh, there's not much else to go on. And summon monster, fireball, and summon monster. Yeah, that's pretty poor. Okay. So yeah, I'll do a quick save here. And see you in a bit when I make some characters up. Okay, well, I think I've got the team together. And after taking all their stuff, I've got myself blood resistance, ring protection, and some Road to incredible dexterity and the wand of mage arm. Although, take that off. Alchemist, Grenadier, you can have that wand. There's a straight up Grenadier with point blank, precise shot, and ability to focus on bombs with infusion, so it can give bows to other people, and chucking bomb. That's okay here. Poison resist and extra bombs. And mutagen, of course, just like not Jubilost. We have Woody Lass, is a druid. Does get an animal companion. I think, yes. I think, maybe, yeah, Smilodon. Just enemy of the Fae, in case we get Fae here, because it'll be about that time, bloom time. Maybe buffing a bit of off DPS, melee and or ranged. Stabby Boy, who is a Knife Master rogue, classed with Slayer, dual wielding daggers. There's daggers. So we've got all the sneak attacks, 2 weapon fighting, weapon finesse daggers. So all the usual stuff. Slayer Vanguard, which is useful for all the feats we're getting, like outflank, back to back, and stuff like that. Not going to use you, not going to use you, pretty poor. Might use you, but nothing else to do. So, anyway, that's what I decided to go with. We're recording over half an hour. Right. I don't know who Ignash is. Stuff to loot. We still got all the money. Still got all the money. A quick whiz round, see what I can steal. We've all gone up to the fort to talk to Magar. Guide of her own. It's quite an undertaking. Haha. Made a joke undertaking. Nothing on his tombstones yet. Wonder if that will last. What do we have here? More loots. Yeah, I can go up to the river, I guess. I'll wander across the river. At the bank, anyway. Nothing. Can't get that carbon. Immersion broken. The wood choppers. It's just where I was. What's the nice one? An old man in threadbare robe squints at you, fiddling with his matted beard. What do you seek, soldier? Oh, I'm sorry. General, of course. So what would it be? Spells, magic, secrets? Old Ignash can do anything. Knows everything. Like wands and potions. Could tell your fortune. Won't cost you much. You just take the sour stench of stale alcohol, the old man mumbles. Let's have a look. There's a rings of protection. Cloaks and stuff, so no weapons or armour. Might be worthwhile. Better magic stove, bark skin. But, I want to set up things for people, don't I? Spells. You don't have any spells, do you? Because you're straight up rogue. No. Already done yours. Done yours. Got nothing. You've got level 1 ranger. That's better than Falcon, I guess. And the hurricane bow. Oh, you're not. Why you got ranger spells? Did I look at something else there? Must be looking at something else. Yeah, Hulking probably. Why my mind's going. You're a stabby boy. You've got druid spells. So no good in there. Control like wounds. What's that? Bark skin. It's the only really good thing, really. Level 3. Energy, communal. There we go. Alchemist. So you've got shield. Take all the shields. Large and reduce. More shields in. So cures. Level 2. Oxygen blur. You don't get any. Who are you? With a visible effort, the old man focused his eyes on you. Me, Ignash Sorcerer. I worked for years in rain and snow. Ne'er beer, never any dough. And one sad day I got myself wasted, and suddenly the gift of magic I tasted. Now I wonder, with fortunes to tell and spells to sell. Hey, tell my fortune for £5. No man hides the money away and takes out a handful of bizarre dice with different numbers on the side, squiggly marks instead of numbers. He shakes the dice in his wrinkled, trembled hands, casts them and studies the results for a long time, moving his lips in silence and quietly counting on his fingers. Beware, General. Death walks close behind you. Be vigilant. Do not turn your back upon the dead. If you hope to evade it, you must throw it off your trail. Make yourself a charm of horse's mane and a lizard's tail. Wear it about your neck at all times. But instead you wish to meet on the battlefield, defeat a fair fight, wrap a dog skin around the handle of your sword. I have to go. Go, everyone. You can't get away from your fate, no. As you leave, the old man mumbles something. Fisherman up there. Nothing back here. Okay, so that's more or less character creation finished. Across to here, I guess. That's the ford, is it? Oh, here. And next episode, we're into the fort to meet Magar and to start our journey, I guess. Properly. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next episode. Till then, bye for now.